For music? For news? For companionship? Probably all three. But someday in the future, radio stations and the people who work there may be your only lifeline when all others are down, and will be down for a long, long time. Let's say Southern California is struck with an 8.3 earthquake. Your radio and batteries will be your best friend, as the following dramatization demonstrates. What you're about to hear is not really happening. This is only a simulated earthquake.
KRTH 101 and Dean Goss here this morning at 8:52. Whoa, what is that? What is... We're shaking. It's an earthquake. Yes, I believe so. The lights are browning out. We're shaking right now in Los Angeles right now. I believe we're in an earthquake here, and I better check with Mary. Mary, we're in an earthquake here. I'm not kidding, folks. And I think you can feel it, too. Whoa. Oh, pardon me. I'm going to dive under the console here. Whoa.
We just want to remind you that this isn't really an earthquake we're having. It's a drill. In the next half hour, what will unfold before you is a scenario. What the KRTH News staff figures will be our predicament in the wake of an 8.3 tremor, centered in the southern portion of the San Andreas Fault. It's based on information gathered by the California Department of Conservation, Division of Mines and Geology, the City of Los Angeles Civil Defense and Disaster Corps, and the police, sheriff, fire, and public works officials, whose job it is to make our society work again after it is literally shaken to the foundation. Your link to these people is through us on your radio. Working with the Emergency Broadcast System, we'll do everything we can to keep you, our listeners, alive and well.
Testing. Hello, testing. Ladies and gentlemen, this is KRTH 101, and I'm Dean Goss. I believe we're back on the air here. We've experienced an earthquake. Everything started shaking in our studios here. The lights started dimming on us. I have no idea what the magnitude or any structural damage around the area. All I know, it was enough to shake this $1 million building, and it certainly did. It just happened a couple of minutes ago, and with me now is Mary Lyon, and Mary's going to update us as to what happened.
Yeah, right, everything I don't know. Excuse me, Dean, I'm white as a sheet here. I've got to calm down a little bit. We have no information coming in here. This was apparently the big one that everybody's been talking about and warning us about for...
we are not having a real earthquake. This is only a simulation.
Our machines are down. We have no phones. Electricity is back in the building just on emergency power.
Yeah, we're on emergency power here.
We have no information back there. I wish I could tell you how bad it is out there, but I just don't know. And I have never been through an earthquake this severe before. We've never had one this severe in memory here in Southern California. And it's going to be a while before anybody knows what's going on.
Yeah, there's bound to be some aftershocks, too. So,
if it's as bad as it was here in Culver City, anyway, I have no idea where the epicenter was or anything. It's going to be monstrous all over the basin, so just stay tuned. We do have 6 different people in our combined news staff here at KRTH 101, and they are out there somewhere. They do have two-way radios, so eventually, if our repeaters on the mountain aren't destroyed by all this, I think I can get them through, but any information we get is going to be very spotty at first, and as soon as we get it, we will pass it along to you. In the meantime, I have an EBS, Emergency Broadcast System. It's given us a tape for emergencies just like this, and I think we better hear what it says.
This is your Los Angeles County Emergency Broadcast System. A major earthquake has struck the Southern California area. We'll bring you the latest information as quickly as we can. Stay tuned for news and survival instructions. In the meantime, here are some things to remember. Think before you move around. Put on sturdy shoes to protect your feet. Aftershocks could occur at any time. Be prepared.
Remember, this is not a real earthquake situation, but this is the tape prepared by the Emergency Broadcast System, which you would actually hear if an earthquake should strike our area.
It's 9:09, about 20 minutes or so after a major earthquake has hit this area. We still don't have any phones or wires coming into the station here. Right now, I'm standing just outside the building where we're located at the corner of Venice and Fairfax. Somehow the radio towers in our backyard survived, but looking across the street at the DWP installation, a lot of the wires and cables are down. I see sparks, smoke. that could really be a dangerous situation over there if it's not tended to promptly. I already see fires burning off in the distance to the northeast. The usual morning rush hour traffic at the intersection is all blocked. The signal, of course, is out. Looking further south down Fairfax, I can see traffic on the Santa Monica Freeway also stopped. No way of telling by looking whether there's much damage to it, but that, of course, is an overpass, and the pillars holding...
We are not having a real earthquake. This is only a simulation.
Sirens in the distance, horns honking. Some people have just gotten out of their cars and left on foot. Everybody has the same expressions on their faces, too.
This is Harry Handler, Superintendent of the Los Angeles Unified School District. I am speaking to you through your emergency broadcast system on KRTH 101. I would like to tell you about the condition of the schools as we know it. First, let me assure you that because of the Field Act of 1933, our public school buildings are safer and sounder than any other buildings within the Los Angeles Unified School District. All junior and senior high schools have been set up as Red Cross emergency shelters.
This is only a simulation. This is not a real earthquake. Repeat, we are not having an earthquake. This is only a dramatization.
It's one song an hour, folks, and that's only when everybody's scrambling for information all at once and nobody's able to get away long enough to get behind the microphone. Oh, here's Lori Lerner looking like she crossed a minefield to get here. What's happening out there, Lori?
Whew, incredible out there. As you guys well know, I can't believe I made it to the station amid aftershocks. Have you been feeling those? I can't believe how many aftershocks were. Oh, great. Okay. You feeling that? Yeah. Well, it's to be expected. They tell us that these aftershocks will continue for a lengthy period of time. Great. I know a lot of people are stuck in their homes and really can't get out, can't do too much. Suzanne Watley is kind of stuck up in La Cañada. I think we do. Yeah, okay, we have Suzanne with us now. Suzanne?
I'm in the house of a neighbor of mine. Her name is Libby Lafferty, and she's written a very comprehensive pamphlet on earthquake preparedness, and she is extremely calm, so I know she has known exactly what to do in this instance. Libby, why doesn't your house look like a battle zone?
Well, for one thing, I have had a chance to pick up a few things, but also because I've done a lot of preparedness in advance in terms of attaching things to walls and making them secure so they weren't going to come down.
Hillary announced that earlier, 8.3. Jeff is with Ron Golan, CHP's Ron Golan in the CHP helicopter right now. Jeff?
Lori, it's unbelievable. Virtually the entire Southland looks like something out of an Irwin Allen disaster movie. We flew over L.A. Harbor just a couple of minutes ago. A broken pipeline is ruptured between berth 236 and 261. Thousands of gallons of fuel oil have spilled into the channel, ignited, fire threatening Port Sakal Village, and evacuation underway. L.A. Airport shut down, no flights arriving or taking off because of runway damage. And with me right now, Officer Ron Garland of the CHP. Ron, what are we looking at right now?
Jeff, we've just flown over the downtown Los Angeles area and the 4-level has collapsed.
We are not having a real earthquake. This is only a simulation.
Road also is down, and we're having some problems westbound on the Santa Monica Freeway to the northbound San Diego Freeway.
Okay, we've seen from up here in the CHP helicopter, many of the off-ramps are blocked by debris, many roads and freeways impassable. What to do if you're stuck down there? How long before people can expect any assistance from the CHP?
It's hard to say at this time. We're having the same problems as the other motorists are responding. However, stay put. We'll get to you as soon as we can.
Bottom line is people have to help each other until the officials arrive on the scene. Reporting from the CHP helicopter high above L.A., I'm Jeff Hillary. Now back to you in the studio.
This is only a drill. We are not really having an earthquake.
This is Diane Thompson reporting for KRTH News. I'm at Chirimoya Elementary School. It has been set up as a Red Cross shelter in Hollywood. Standing with me is, what is your name?
Jane Heilman.
And you are
I'm the shelter manager here.
Jane, it looks like just a massive confusion in here this morning.
It is a massive confusion because we have a lot of people in here, lots of children. We're trying to
find some of the Red Cross youth to get them in here to take care of the children. There are a lot of people in here who obviously have been displaced from their homes. Are you having trouble locating moms and kids?
It's a dramatization produced by the news staff of KRTH to show you what could happen in the event of a big earthquake.
It has now been 8 hours since the 8.3 quake hit Southern California. Mary Lyon has been checking with markets and assessing the food situation for us. Mary.
Yeah, Lori, I'm over here at the Crescent Market in West Hollywood where store manager Don Squires really has trouble on his hands.
Trouble isn't half of it. It's a lot more than that. Can't you see all over the place? I've never seen so much confusion in my life. It's dangerous. There are people injured here, and I'm doing my best. But we've got to straighten things out, first of all, and we've got to keep some of these people out of here because it's just impossible to work and get things organized.
I think I see some Red Cross salvage operations going on over here. Right, sir?
Yeah, I'm Ralph Wright, and I'm with the Red Cross. So I've got some volunteers here, and we're putting food into various boxes, and we'll get the boxes on our truck, and then we'll move it out, and we'll set up a food center where we can then distribute it according to need.
And where is that?
Well, right now we're using Fairfax High School as...
We are not having a real earthquake. This is only a simulation.
And where people can go and get a hot meal. We also have support from the 6th Army and from the National Guard. They're setting up field kitchens. So all over the area, people will be able to get some food tonight.
Well, thank you, sir. I think I'd better let you folks get back to work. At the Crescent Market in West Hollywood, Mary Lyon, KRTH 101.
This is only a simulation. This is not a real earthquake.
Okay, yeah, we do. I don't know where he is, but I understand that Pete Domus is on the two-way with us. Pete, where are you now?
Here on the ground floor of the Bonaventure Hotel, things have calmed down greatly from the chaos of a few hours ago. Standing here with me is psychologist Sharon Deacon, who is here to help aid victims. Doctor, what's being done to give these people a hand?
We're trying to help them pull together, stay calm, and sort of give them a...
We're just showing you what it might be like if there is one, a big one.
Ed Reed with the fire department is here with me. Ed, I know you've had tremendous problems all over the city, but what are the most critical situations right now?
We've had reports from our fire companies down in the harbor area that we've got explosions from gasoline storage tanks, and we've got about 50 fire companies on there right now that are just working to keep that from going any farther. We've had reports...
This is not a real earthquake situation. It is an enactment of one. This has been produced by the KRTH News Department, so you'll know what to do in the event of a real emergency.
This is Mayor Tom Bradley. As a result of the earthquake which struck Los Angeles this morning, I declared a local state of emergency. The Los Angeles County Board of Supervisors has joined me in extending the emergency status to affected areas of the county. I've asked the governor to provide immediate assistance to this area by mobilizing the National Guard.
We are not having a real earthquake. This is only a simulation.
Federal assistance in damage assistance and military transport of supplies. All levels of government have been mobilized and are providing help to damaged areas of our city.
This is only a simulation. This is not a real earthquake. Repeat, we are not having an earthquake. This is only a dramatization.
24 hours ago, Los Angeles was hit by an 8.3 earthquake centered along the San Andreas Fault. Hardest hit areas, at least the hardest hit areas that we know about so far, are Newhall, Upland, Sun Valley, La Crescenta, Canoga Park, parts of Pacific Palisades, Monterey Park, San Dimas, Santa Ana, Long Beach, and San Bernardino. It'll be at least 2 more days before a real damage assessment can be made, but preliminary figures suggest that 10,000 people may be dead, another 55,000 injured with damage well into the billions. Police are pressing able-bodied men and women into service. Volunteers are urgently needed. President Reagan has declared Southern California a major disaster.
Of course, we haven't had a real earthquake in Southern California. That was just a warning. A drill of what will happen when Southern California gets hit by the quake that scientists promise us will come. What you heard was tame. We didn't dwell on the gory deaths, the fires, the looting, the untold human suffering, because what we're trying to do is minimize some of that. When the big one comes, there will be no warning. Programs like this are your warning to take action now. Remember in school when we had earthquake drills and we ducked under our desks? Well, this is the time for everyone in the city to think ahead. What will you do if you're at home, your children in school, your husband in a high-rise? We've tried to illustrate some of these situations for you, because in reality, you will be on your own. The National Guard will not materialize. All you can hope for is that you're prepared. And we at K-Earth strongly urge you to make preparations now. If you don't know basic first aid and CPR techniques, call the Red Cross this week and take a class. Your knowledge will save lives. Make sure emergency supplies like flashlights, batteries, a transistor radio, candles, extra food and water are on hand. If you take the attitude that you won't be affected, or there's nothing you can do when the quake hits, you are absolutely wrong. This is a music radio station, and we wouldn't be stopping our regular programming if we were not seriously committed to helping Los Angeles prepare for the inevitable.
We prepared an earthquake emergency card that we'd like all of you to request. We'll send it to you free, along with a special K-Earth magnet so you can stick it on your refrigerator for easy access. It's filled with vital information for you and your family. Drop us a postcard with your name and address to KRTH Earthquake, Post Office Box 101, Los Angeles 90034.
This has been a special program produced by the K-Earth News Department.
K-Earth 101.